Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show. As you can see, I've got my group here with me tonight, so I feel a whole lot better. Good to have you, Bill.
Always good to be here, Steve.
Yeah, we've missed you, me and Mike have.
That's right.
And Mike, good to have you with us.
Glad to be here too.
I'm going to say hello to Dad and Polly. Don't have to tell Gay hello because she's here with us.
Yes, she's my driver tonight, son. She brought me down here in this bad weather.
Yeah, well, I'm sure proud that Gay's got you here and good to have you back.
Always good to be here, son.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Folks, we got a bang up show lined up tonight. And I also want to say hello to Dave and Lynn Blacker, some people I've been doing a little work for down there. They're supposed to be watching the show, so I want to say hello to them for sure and thank them for letting me fix up their drainage problem there at their house and all that kind of stuff. But good to have them watching the show. And we got some film going to be as bad as it is or as good as it is. I'm fishing by myself, Bill.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and it's hard to film and fish, you know.
Yeah, it really is.
I went last Saturday there, got down there about 2 o'clock and caught 3 pretty good fish or 4 pretty good fish and then some small fish. And you folks pay attention to the watercolor as you're watching that film because you're going to see a change there. And then went back yesterday and run into Tim Ward down there. He and his son and one of his employees was down there on the lake, and I got Tim in the boat with me when I run into them. And buddy, we got into them stripes down there, Bill, and I'm telling you what, you couldn't keep them beat off.
You know, they're running up the river now too, and I know a kid up here. He's 12 or 13 years old. He's been going and catching the fire out of them every day after school.
Well, they're lining the banks down there on Blair Road like they normally do and have ever since I can remember.
That's right.
When I come through this evening, cars was parked there and they was out there in that rainstorm still catching them.
They was out there when the pencil pictures of the weather was.
The rain wasn't slowing them down.
Standing in the water wet already. What does it matter if it's raining? So
it
don't surprise me, Mike. They are running. They're in the back of the coves there right now. If you want to have a ball, catch a lot of fish, and if you've got a youngster that you know that you can't hardly hold their attention when you're fishing, take them down there right now and get you a rattle trap on or a little shallow running crankbait.
Yep.
And I even caught them on a rig there yesterday. I kept wanting to get a double, but I never did.
Yeah.
They knocked the far out of that thing.
Rooster tail is what they're all throwing down there.
I tell you what, after all, you're just fishing for the pool, and that's the most important thing. Right now, you can get a pull on every cast just about.
That's exactly right, Bill. You sure can. Them things are just running everywhere, and it just.
And I'm gonna be as on time be with you, Steve and Mike. They're not bad to eat either.
Good to eat. Good to eat.
Yes, sir. I have ate them, yes, sir, several times. I tell you what to do with them things. If you clean them like you do a rockfish, and cut that little
red meat out of
him, buddy, there ain't a thing in the world wrong with them.
Ain't nothing.
No, sir. And fry that fillet up, and then lay you a piece of cheese on that, and lay it on a bun, a little tartar sauce, and I guarantee you there ain't nobody holding it out.
You're already making me hungry now.
Yes, I guarantee it. Throw you some fries in there with him, and look out, man. You're business. But anyway, we got some of that film, and you know, going to show that here, and then we're going to come back and talk about some of these baits and this, that, and the other. We got them laid out here on the table. So, Brad, if you're ready, we can go to the film. All right. Got one on, feels like a pretty good fish. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Look right here. Oh, yeah, there he is. bear with me. Bear with me, folks. I hadn't been here 5 minutes. Just bear with me. Yeah, there he is. Oh yeah, come here, buddy. Come up here. All right, let me get him in the boat here and get his picture there. There you go. Attaboy. Hold on. Yeah, let me get him up here. Oh yeah.
AM 960 WQLA, AM 1380, FM 101.1 WYSH.
Yep. Hold on. All righty.
Everyone considered him the coward of the county. He'd never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama.
There you go. That's a good 3-pound fish right there, folks. First one of the day. It's about 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and yeah, looks good. I'm gonna back in the water, try to get another. All right, folks, I fooled around on the next cast there where I caught that 3-pounder, and I got one on here about 4 now. Oh yeah, pretty fish, pretty fish. Man, I need to get this camera stuck to the side of the boat here. And as you can see, it's on the jerk bait. Well, let me see if I can get him in here. Hold on, bud. Whoa. Glad I got that drag set right. Come here now. You can't shake all them hooks. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Yeah, there you go. Hold right still now. I'll get y'all. Here. Bear with me, folks. I know the camera's looking up at the sky, but we'll try to get this fish off and get another one. Hold on now. That's the thing about a jerk bait. They got a lot of hooks and you got to handle them things easy. Which the fish are not flopping around a whole lot right now, which helps a whole lot. Alrighty, yeah. I'll show you that fish right here. There he is. Another nice fish. Got the black spots all over him. I'm gonna throw right back in the same spot and see if another one's there. Okay, back at it. There you go. Remember the sponsors, folks, and let's go fishing. So I've got my 3rd fish on right here, trying to wind him in and film too. Need my camera up on my ball cap. Oh, let's see what that is. What in the devil? That's a dang catfish. He's hit that blame jerkbait. Lord of mercy. Man, what a mess. What a mess, Herschel. I wished you was here to get that thing off. Look how he's got my line slimed up there. Man alive. Yeah, twist and roll, you rascal, you. Man, what a mess. All right, let me get that thing off of there and see what's going on here. All right, folks, I've changed tactics up here a little bit and got a little fish on right here. We'll get him off and see if we can get another one. Got him on a flipping jig. All right, folks, I've got another little bass on here. These little buck bass are just running around all over the bank here. See what we can come up with on a bigger fish. All right, folks, I got a pretty good keeper bass right there. Yeah. I had to pick that thing up 6 times on the same limb there to get that fish to bite it. 6 bumps up and down trying to get it, thought it was going to be hung up, and dropped it back and held it there for a second, and bam, he grabbed it. So there you go. We'll get him in here and get him off. All right, there's a picture of that bass. Got a little spot on his tail there. Yeah, buddy. Might have been trying to make a nest. Looked like she's been hung up. She's been hurt there on the back of her tail, wrapped up in a line or something. All right, back in the water she goes. All right, folks. I got another one of my little buck bass there again. Okay, Get him off here and get another one. All right, got another little buck bass there, folks. And they're loving that jig, I'll tell you that right now. They are liking it. All right, we'll get him off and see if we can get another bite here. All right, folks, I got another buck bass on here. He bit me twice over there, and I missed him both times, and the third time I got him. All right, we're going to get him off and see if we can get another. Hey folks, I'm down here at Watts Bar fixing to put the boat in. Got some baits laying up here on the front of the boat. Stopped at the Rome Street Grill. Had a great breakfast there this morning. And, you know, they just do it up right there. You can't kick on that for sure. Great breakfast there. Anyway, I'm going out here and see if I can catch some fish and get some film on the show. And I've got a couple of crankbaits, a couple of rattle traps, some jerk baits, and a jig, and a Alabama rig laying there. I'm gonna try these things out and see. I want to thank Edgemore Outdoors. Old Jim's got the best selection of trailers and swim baits over there for these Alabama rigs that they are in the country. Just got a great selection. That's Edgemore Outdoors. Can't forget them at all. I mean, a lot of these baits came from there. So we'll see how things go. Stay tuned. Wind's going to be a factor today. It may help. The full moon's not going to help much either, but we're going out here and try them, and that's old brown jig with a little bit of orange on it. Got crawdad colored crankbait there and a shad colored, and got a couple of jerk baits, and naturally the rattle traps, crawdad and a red. So I'm going out here and try these baits here today and see if we can come up with some fish. So stay tuned and hopefully get some fish on film here today. Remember the sponsors and let's go fishing. All right, folks. I had a good bite right there. Did you see what it is? It's a big drum. Boy, he hit that jig good. They always do. I'm telling you that right now. They always do. They bite pretty good. All right, we're gonna get him in here and get him off and try to get something else to bite. So stand by. We'll be back in a minute. Well, folks, we had a couple, two little bass on, and both of them got off before I could get the camera. But these droppers, I tell you what, they're loading up on this stuff. Get him off and get back. Yeah, very next cast, another striper here. Looks like they're going to bite good today. All right, folks, I finally got a little bass on here. I've had 3 or 4 on, they've jumped off, but I got that narrow hook pretty good. So a little buck bass, we'll get him in here and turn him loose right quick. Be back with you shortly. We get him off and get right back at it here. Get a big bite here in a minute. All right, folks, we've got a decent largemouth on here this time. Yeah, he's a good keeper. He come up and hit that jerk bait. See if we can get him in here and get him off here right quick. Get him back in the water. Yeah, buddy. All right. Hold on. Up. Yes, sir. Got you. Okay, folks, get the camera turned around here where we can see him. Nice fish, nice fish. All right, back in the water. There you go. Got another pretty good little fish on here right now, folks. Oh yeah, there he is. What a boy, buddy. You done good. You smiled right for the camera, didn't you? All right, we'll get that one off and see if we can get another bite here.
Got him right in there.
All right, folks, I've got Tim Ward with me. We're here fishing right now, and Tim's got a striper on, and we're gonna probably catch a bunch of them. Man, they're just biting really good. Don't let him throw a hook in us now. All right, hold on, I missed it. Now, turn him loose. He's supposed to jump right off there. Oh, I see what the deal is. Hold on just a minute. Let me get a hold of
Yeah.
that.
You got him?
I see what the deal is here now. Oh, yeah, shoot that. All right, folks, you got that off, and Tim's back in the water again. Yeah. All right. Push that.
Button here and it goes?
Yeah,
All right.
it's recording right there. Now catch one. Tim's going to be the cameraman here in a minute, and we'll get on some fish here. All right, folks, old Tim's got another striper back there. Keep catching them, Tim.
All right.
All right, doing good. All right, Tim, I got him.
All right, got another.
Oh, Lord. Folks, you can absolutely have a ball down here, can't you, Tim?
Yes, sir.
I mean, just every one of you's got one on every cat. All right, get you right. Folks, old Tim's got one on here. Yeah, man, that's a nice one. We're getting them now, I'm telling you. Tim, just be careful of them hooks now. I'll give you pliers if you need them. Yeah, hold on just a second. You hold the fish there, and let's get that back hook out. Let me have this right here. Turn him loose now. Give me this little slack. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. It'll pop right out there. Just like that. Got your bait tangled up. All right.
All right, boys, old Steve's got another one here.
Buddy, there's so many of them out there, Tim, they can't help but get hooked. I mean to tell you, they sure can't. There you go. Back in the water.
All right, try it again.
Yeah. All right, folks, old Tim's got another one on here. Huh? He's way out there, wasn't he? Heck, they liable to hit way out there right here at the boat. Boy, that's a big one. Yeah, man. Swing him in here. Yeah, boy. That's a big one. All right, son.
How much bigger they get?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, they'll be bigger than that here in a minute. Let me get them pliers now. All right, folks, Tim's got another one there. Just swing him up here in the boat, Tim. Yeah, boy. There you go, old buddy. Good job. All right, I'll get him right there in just a second. All right, Tim's got another big striper on there, folks.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, too. Yeah, let me get the pliers on him, bud. All righty. Oh, he's just about unhooked. Hold still. Hold it. Got him.
Boy, you better thing take him off the hook.
All right. Got Kevin Ward over there and T-Bone in another boat. Boys, we just having a ball here, I'm telling you. All right, folks, it's got dark on us. Tim's got another good striper right there, old buddy. Yeah, man, that's a good one. Throw him up in here, son. Good deal right there. All right, there's what they look like. Yeah. All right, folks, I'm down here on watch bar by myself, and let's see if we can get this fish in right here. I got one on. Feels like a pretty good fish. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's look right here. Oh, yeah. There he is. Just bear with me. Bear with me, folks. I hadn't been here 5 minutes. Just bear with me. Yeah, there he is. Oh, yeah. Come here, buddy. Come up here. All right, let me get him in the boat here and get his picture there. There you go. Attaboy. Hold on. Yeah, let me get him up here. Oh, yeah. Boy. There we go. All righty. All right, folks, we're back. And Bill, Last week show we showed the fishing that we done at Norris, and
we had a pretty good day up there.
We did.
Had the rain, we'd have had a really good day.
Yes, sir. And you know, we didn't get to talk about the baits or anything. Give us a little, then we'll talk about what I fished with down there at Watts Bar here in the last couple of trips. But tell us about these swim baits.
I tell you what, you and I were up there on Norris, and I'd already heard that they was doing pretty good on this swim bait. For I'd been up there 3 or 4 times before me and you got to go, and it had a really good time. And we were fishing the smaller one. But when me and you got there, they had upgraded. The minnows is big. They ain't hatched it yet, and but they had grown through from the hatch they had in the spring. They're at pretty good size, and I want to show you this swim bait right here. This is the swim bait that we was using right here, and that's a 5.5 inch swim bait right there. And the most important thing is that tail. When you're winding that thing and then dropping it, winding it, then dropping it. What are you doing? Finding the bottom with this swim bait. And we got several different sizes, and I'm going to show you the sizes. Like I said, this is a 5.5 or 5 3/4, and we got another one here. This one here is a 4.5 right here, and this is the same way. See that tail, how it works? That's the most important about this swim bait, is winding it, dropping it, finding the bottom, pulling it off, dropping it, finding the bottom, and that tail is working all the time. And you can either hook these things here as weedless, or you can have the hook exposed. I prefer having a hook exposed in Norris anyway. And in our lakes here, we don't have the treetops and the timber standing in the lake where we have to use exposed, where it's fish it weedless. We fish it mostly with the exposed hook. And that way we don't miss a whole lot of fish, Steve, on this thing right here.
I agree.
And we got them in different sizes. Here's another little swim bait. This little fella right here 3 weeks ago was working like it's supposed to, son. This little swim bait right there. You see that little tail? But it takes nothing to work that little tail right there. And I want to show you another one right here. This is another one. And you can find every one of these at Jim Williams is over here.
That's exactly right.
At Edgemore Outdoor. And he's got every one of these. And here is another. This is similar to the rest of them, but made a little bit different. Yeah. But it's that tail that does the trick, Steve, right there. That's called a swim bait. It can be fished with the hook exposed, or it can be fished made weedless. Like I told you, I'd rather prefer it as the hook exposed, because we don't have the stuff the structure to hang on in these lakes as a lot of lakes is. And further south you go, you have to use it for the weedless. Sure do.
Yeah.
And here's another little. This one here is similar to this one right here, but see how much
smaller. See
how much smaller it is?
Yeah.
Sure is, old buddy.
Yeah.
There's another one already rigged up. See that hook exposed right there? Yeah. Oh, you can't beat that little fella there. Look at that tail. Yeah. Hey, that's the swim bait deal. Now we have another bait that I want to let you tell about. We was catching them on this bait right here.
Yeah. And
we was catching them on a jerk bait.
That's right. Yeah.
And I know Steve has got the jerk baits right here.
Yeah. I brought a few of these jerk baits with me over tonight because the first 3 fish, I tell you what happened. I started out that morning. That was last Saturday. I got down there, and about 2 o'clock, wind was a little breezy, and I idled out there past the ramp, and I just cut the motor off and got up on the front of the boat, and about the 3rd or 4th cast I made, it done just what I wanted to do. Just bam, like that right there, and I said, throwed right back, next cast, got another one, and the 3rd cast had one to bite it, and I missed him. And I don't know how you can miss a fish on 3 hooks, but you can. And,
you can.
Yeah, you sure can. but folks, there's all types of these jerk baits, and I like to fish a jerk bait. And back 10 years ago or longer, Bill, that rattling rogue was just getting hot.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you about the rattling rogue. It's still hot.
It is. I agree with you.
I know it's an old bait, but I've got some that's several years old. And in fact about it, I know a fellow that won the Ohio River on the ones I've got. He didn't borrow them from me, but I've got the ones that he won the big tournament on that Ohio River up there. Mm-hmm. And that rattling rogue is still a really good bait. But now we've got some really good jerk baits. That's one of them right there.
Yeah.
That's that Rick Clun, I believe it is.
Yeah. And well, I'll tell you what, I like the rogue, and I probably caught more fish on the old can't think of what we call it.
Clown?
The old clown.
Yeah, red-headed clown,
These newer baits have the weight in the back of them, and you can throw them.
Yeah, that's right.
That rogue's a little hard to throw.
It is when the winds are blowing or anything. It don't have the weights in here.
No, it sure don't. It's got the rattlers in it, but it don't have the weight in the back of it to make it cast good, and that's why I tie one of these on. Usually when I'm fishing that small rogue, I throw it on a spinning rod.
Yep.
And but you can take these right here, man, and this one right here. This is a 3-hook. This is a 2-hook. It's got a little deeper bill, as you can see, a little bigger bill, a little bigger body. And then you've got this right here is a deep bill plug. So I've got 3 different sizes of bills on these plugs right here. And then this one, naturally, the bigger the bill, the deeper that thing's going to go.
That's right.
And when you're twitching it, but
and you won't never have any more fun than you will on that third jerk bait. I'd rather. I just can't wait till they really get on it every cast.
I'm telling you, it's it just gets them up there. And I'll say this: I've never had a lot of success on a jerk bait in muddy or stained water. I don't know why, but I just never have had that kind of luck on a jerk bait when the water was kind of muddy.
No, you got to have it clear water.
Got to have it in clear water.
It is a clear water bait right there, Steve. It really is.
And but yeah, I love to fish it, love to throw it. But like I say, I like these heavier baits. Of these, all these new designs. Yep. You can hear the difference in the rattles. They got a different sound. Every one of them you pick up has got a different sound, and I don't know, how they do that, because they probably every one using the same beads in them.
Yeah, that's right.
See, that one there is different.
Well, I'd say the chambers in some of the plugs is bigger than the others.
Could be.
It'll make a difference in the sound.
Density of the plastic and stuff like that probably make a difference in the sound of it and stuff.
But man, it's I love to catch them fish on it, and
that's my way of fishing. I just can't catch enough on it.
I hear you.
I believe the rogue's got 2 or 3 BBs or whatever in it.
Yeah, it don't make near the sound. I wish I should have brought one with me.
It's more like a rattle
trap. But they'll catch fish. They catch fish, but like I said, they just don't throw as good.
That's right.
If it's a little bit windy, you can't hardly get that. Now they've got 2 or 3 different sizes of rogue, and I'll tell you another good jerk bait that I didn't bring was that husky jerk.
That husky jerk is it's not been out all that long. That husky jerk's not. It's about 5 or 6 years old or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe a little older, but that husky jerk made by
Rapala. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the dang color that we like the best, quit making.
I know.
Yeah. You can't find it. I've got one left. I had 4 at one time. I've got one left.
That's the reason I got so many. those robes.
Yeah.
I said it was a good bait when I started fishing it, and it's a good bait today. That's the reason I got as many as I've got, and I was afraid they'd quit making it, so I just filled my tackle box full of them.
I heard that. That's exactly right.
They usually do.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Mike. They usually do, son.
For sure. But that's the baits we were using up on Norse and the swim baits, and then these jerk baits is what I throwed some down at Watch Bar, and then we came back to Watch Bar, and now I'm going to show you. This is the red eye shad version, and this one's chrome and blue, and it's kind of wore the blue off the bill of him. Bill, I don't know how that would happen. That thing hardly ever touches the bottom.
I know.
It's always on the bottom, ain't it?
Right.
So it's wore the bill off, but they still bite it. But I want to show you. You can see Brad is doing wonders with that camera. Let me turn this one right here around sideways. This is a paint. This is sexy shad color, and this is chrome and blue. And what I do, if it's cloudy, if it's a cloudy day or it's raining, and the sun's not out, I like to fish a painted color.
Yep.
And I think it shows up better than the chrome or chrome and blue or chrome and black, the gold and black. Any of these plugs that's got the flashy sides on them, to me, they show up a lot better when the sun's shining. They give a lot more flash off, and so I opt to go with a painted color. It could be chartreuse back and white sides, but it just doesn't have the chrome finish on it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the blue and the chrome has been the best for me over the years. It really has. I had some painted several years ago that just with the blue back with the chrome sides on it, and man, I've caught world of fish on the blue back with the chrome finish.
Yeah.
And it's been my favorite over the years.
Well, it's been a favorite for everybody for a long time, and it still is. It's just my preference. If that sun's not out, then I get the painted colors.
Yeah.
And whether it be red, and the red's a good color this time of year. Catching a lot of fish on the red right now. Like the boy told me, he said if it's bright and sunny, throw the chrome. If it's cloudy, overcast, throw the red.
Yep.
That's kind of the way I do. If it's not real bright and sunny, partly cloudy, whatever, I kind of go with the painted colors. And if the water's got a little stain to it, the painted colors. And then whenever it's clear and sunny and bright, man, get that chrome and blue, black and chrome, whatever.
What the watercolor in Watts Bar? What is it, Steve?
Well, that's I was hoping I wanted you all to see that on the camera. In the Emery River, Little Emery River, that water's muddy, and I caught several fish up there the other day, and man, they were right on the bank. They was just eating that jig up.
Right.
Every little old rock or stump had a dang fish on it, and it's a little old buck bass. I did catch two good keepers out there.
Yeah.
But the big fish, I just kept expecting to have one taking the rod away from me, but I never did get a good bite. And I caught one good keeper, about a 3-pounder out of the top of a tree there. It wasn't in 2 foot of water.
Right.
And I pitched that thing back in the very back on the bank and worked it out that tree, and I got it out there almost out of the tree, and it kept wanting to hang on a limb. And I bumped that limb and set that thing back down 6 times. And the 6th time I set it down, he took it.
I'll be dang.
Yeah, I mean, he come out of there like a rocket, buddy.
Yeah,
And about a 3-pounder. But that thump, I could hear that lead head hitting that limb. Just every time I'd pick it up on his thump, And I said, that jump. So I thought I called that fish up there. He had to come and find it.
Yeah,
though
that's
the
right.
water was
He
muddy.
had to come see what was happening.
What was happening? He knowed something was going on, and he said, "Hey, I'll figure it out. I'll find it." And sure enough, he finally did. He found it. All right.
Well, that had a little colored water.
It had some color to the water. Yeah, sure did.
Well, me and you can vouch for this. We were in it, last Monday is a week ago, I guess, when me and you was on Norris. We didn't get the big bad rain. We got soaked. Okay.
Yeah.
I had my rain suit. I found out one thing about my rain suit. It won't shed water like I thought it ought to. And I got plumb wet myself.
Yeah.
And Steve didn't get all that wet, but we was in a really, really bad storm. But anyway, by the time we got in, it rained a lot harder in other places than it did where me and you was at.
Yeah.
And I was up on Norris on a Tuesday after it rained, and I put in at Andersonville there at point 19, and water was muddy, buddy. I mean, it was terribly, and it didn't clear up till you got up to Big Ridge Holler, and it started clearing up. But now, as I come back in, I found a couple of boys fishing that real muddy water. They was throwing crankbaits. I don't know if they was doing any good or not, but them fish will jump in that there off-colored water in a hurry, especially this time of year.
Yeah.
And but now Norris it's back, I'm sure, clear and ready to go again. And this bait right here that we just showed you on this right here, that's a clear water bait too.
Yeah.
And this bait right here is going to catch a lot of fish up there in Norris right now. And that old big one, you might think that's too big. No, that's just what they're looking for. They want one meal.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Well, we're talking about the size of the bait. And 3-4 weeks ago, when you was catching them fish on this little old 3-inch bait, the water temperature was a lot colder.
A lot colder, buddy.
Yeah, and so they kind of think, that has a lot of effect on how fast they move.
That's right.
And so they, look at that little bait. Well, I can get that old boy real easy.
That's right.
And now you throw that big one out there in that cold water, and they don't want to fool with it.
That's right. But now then, this one right here, water temperature's got up there almost 60 degrees.
Yeah.
And they'll sure take that big one now.
Sir. I guarantee you, they definitely will. Well, anyway, folks, that's some rundown on some baits here. Mike, you going to get our fish tank set up or not?
I'm working on it.
You're working on it. Okay. All right. As long as you're working on it, that's good. That's good. That way we can demonstrate these baits. Hey, got a couple of announcements here I want to make. Last Saturday, they had the Tennessee Team Trail there at Anderson County Park, and Billy and B.J. Henderson won that tournament, and they've had a phenomenal year up on Norris ever since October.
Yeah.
They have just been sacking them smallmouth, and they had 22.45 up there last Saturday on Norris, and congratulations to those two guys. And Bill, we know them well, me and you and Mike.
I know B.J. always laughing. His Billy, his daddy. I've known him for so long. We feel like we kin folks. We know one another for so long.
Yeah. So they good people, good fishermen, and we're kind of glad. We're proud, tickled to death for them. So congratulations to them two guys for winning that tournament. They had, I think it's 100 and some boats in that tournament, and then we got. I'll get into that when we go to the tournaments. The second thing I wanted to mention was we had that caller last week about the buoy. The red buoy was sticking up about 2 or 3 inches out of the water there at the mouth of Little Emery where it hits Big Emery. As you come through by the pier there, it's on your right. And, that thing's underwater about 3 inches, was down there yesterday. Because I kind of circled around and investigated it there. So, but anyway, Willie Word contacted, called Willie, like I said I would, and he got back a hold of the lady that's in charge of that, and maybe that's him giving us an update on what the deal is on that buoy. It is a dangerous situation right there. Hello, caller.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Willie, I thought that might be you.
Yeah, I got a hold of the lady. She said she would send somebody up there to look at it and see if they couldn't do something about it.
Well, boy, that sounds good, Willie. Like I said, I was up there yesterday, and I kind of knowed where it was at or where it's supposed to be, and I took my trolling motor and kind of eased around. And I found it. It was about 3 to 6 inches tip of it under the water. So if you if you hit it right now, you've done some damage.
Right. Well, I called them and got a hold of her, and she said she'd get a work order on it.
Boy, that sounds good, Willie. While you're doing that, let me tell you what the deal is. That's just another thing now that the East Tennessee Sportsman Association, you being the president, you know who to contact to get things done. So we need more people to be members of that association.
Yeah, we do. I got a hold of guy at the TVA. He finally got a hold of me yesterday. Him and I have been playing phone tag for the last week.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very favorable of putting that pier in across from Canyon Creek Boat Ground.
Oh, man. That's good. That's great, Willie.
He's going to talk to the park. I forget what that guy's name is at Park Service up there at Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get with him, and then we're going to get together and go out there and see what the East Tennessee Sportsman wants done.
Man, that sounds good.
See if they can do it.
Okay. Boy, that's great, Willie. I'm glad you're all over that, man. That's good news.
Well, I'm trying.
I know you are. You're doing great. We just need to get more backing. Then you wouldn't have to talk with just one person. Yeah, need more backing, Willie.
Bill, I appreciate the info.
Did it work out for you?
Yeah.
That's great, Willie.
We got the first fish we got day before yesterday, was between 5 and 6 pounds.
Oh, man, that's a dandy.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, Willie, I've not been around here all this long. I know everybody in the country, and this friend of mine that fishes it 4 days a week, and he works midnights, and then before he goes to bed, he goes a fishing. He don't live too far from there, so he fishes 3 or 4 days a week, and he wanted to help me out there to get the information I got. And of course, like I said, me and you fished it. We know the lake. We just didn't know exactly what the fish were doing.
You're right. It's been about 15, 20 years since I've been on Center Hill. So,
I know what you mean.
So I appreciate the info.
You're sure welcome, our buddy, anytime.
All righty. Well, y'all have a good night. Mike?
Yep.
Keep them straight over there.
That's a hard job, buddy.
I hear you.
He's my old buddy out here, buddy.
Y'all have a good night. Hold it in the road.
All right, Willie. Thank you, buddy.
Later.
All right, see you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Hello, caller.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, bud.
It's BJ.
Yeah, BJ. Well, heck, far. That's old that man, ain't it? No.
Yeah.
How are you, son?
All right, buddy. How's our son sitting there beside us?
Buddy, Bill's doing good, BJ. It sure is. He said, how's Bill doing?
Old Bill's trying to make it on a daily basis there, old buddy. Just trying to keep a head above ground.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, I appreciate the compliment.
Buddy, you're more than welcome, man. We tickle to death for you, and you can pay me that $100, you know, for all this commentary there when you see me.
All right, tell Bill to swing by the house and get it.
Hey, you just live over the hill there from me, about 200 yards there. Come by and see me anytime.
I know it. I just live right across the hill.
Yeah. Well, buddy, good luck Saturday, son.
All right, buddy. We're going to go try to get them again.
All right, man.
Stay in
Get
there,
him while
buddy.
you can, buddy.
And tell Dad that every cast he makes, think of me.
All right, Bill.
All right. See you, bud.
Hey, we'll see you. Have a good night.
All right, buddy. You too. All righty. That's good. BJ called in there, man. They're all right. Hey, we're going to run through a couple of tournaments here right quick, and because we're getting close on time. I better get that done. I got a couple other things to mention here. We got the Fishers of Men's going out of Cherokee at the dam on 4/16. That's April the 16th when their next tournament is. That's the Fishers of Men. And you got the Blue Ridge Bassmasters. They're this Saturday on the 26th at Chickamauga at Dayton. Can't forget them. And then we got the USA Bass group, and their next tournament is on Cherokee, and it's on 4/3. And I think if you look at the calendar, that's on a Sunday. And they're going to be at the 25E ramp, and that's 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's USA Bassin, National Fishing Tournament Trails, and they got a lot of good information. Get on their website. It's www.usabassin.com, and get all the information there from that group. I run into a nice gentleman over there at the sports show, or boat show there in Knoxville in January. He's texted me several times, thanks me every week or so for mentioning the tournament trail and this, that, and the other, and that's what we're here for. Then you got the Tennessee Team Trail. They'll be on Douglas, April the 9th. Shady Grove be the launch ramp on that. And then you got the White Pine Marine. Their next tournament is April the 23rd. It's on Douglas at Shady Grove. And then the Lucas Oil North Lake Open. This thing's going to be it's just a one shot deal, but they're guaranteeing $10,000. So I don't know if that's for their championship or what, but they're going to be on North on the 9th of April at Brogan's Hollow. So if you're interested in that, you can get in contact with them and let's see where the website is. Yeah, Travis Rocket 80 at yahoo.com. That's on the Lucas Oil Tournament. And then, we're coming right on down the wire here. Let me get two things before that. Them two guys are a little bit later on. Don't forget, we got the April the 15th and 16th, Bill. They got the Cabela's Catfish Trail is going to be over at Loudon, Lenore City.
Man, I'd like to attend that. I really would. I'd like to go over and just sit and watch them boys.
Yeah, I might have to get Mike to go over there and let's film some of that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike? I reckon they have a wheelbarrow to carry their fish in?
I tell you what, they're like Marty Carpenter and that bunch. Have a wheelbarrow to haul them in.
Yeah. So that right there would be a good thing. I'm going to keep that right there handy. We might want to venture over there and check that out, Bill.
Whether Marty and his bunch is going to get in on that or not.
I'd say some of them probably will. If all truth was known, I need to contact Marty too and see what's going on.
Seen the shad minnows they had, big old hickory shad. That dang on big, 2 pound.
That's right.
Sticking them on there, you'd think there's deep sea fishing or something. Go after them big cats. I said, man.
And then, something that I haven't followed up on, and I apologize for that, is this crappie trail that's going around. I mentioned it a month or so ago, and I need to get some more info on that group for sure. I'll try to have that next week. Then we got the Heartland tournaments here. North Lake, Point 19 will be there at April the 2nd. Watch Bar at the Dam, March the 26th, which is this coming Saturday. Chickamauga, Harrison Bay, April the 9th. Kentucky Lake, I'm not going to fool with that. Fort Loudon, Tellico, March the 26th, that's this coming Saturday, and that's safe light to 3:30 p.m. And then you got the Concord, their next tournament is April the 9th. Same thing, safe light to 3 p.m. One of them's 3:30, the other one's 3 p.m. That kind of stuff. And then we go down here, the next one up is Cherokee. 25E Bridge is April the 3rd, and that's Division 9. Division 10, Caney Creek is April the 16th. And like I said last week, the guys on Milton Hill are their next tournament is in plumb into June, but that's because they got a lot of things going on. Everybody's participating in that. They're fishing 4 or 5 nights a week over there. I need to drop by and check on them too. The Division 15 Douglas Dam will be March the 26th. And let's see, got one more. Division 29 Douglas is March the 26th, and that's at the Dandridge Bridge. So the two Douglas tournaments, one of them's at the dam and one of them's at the bridge. So you can take your pick on that and decide which place you want to put in at. Then you got Norris Division 31.19 February. Oh, excuse me, that's the wrong schedule. That's later on this year. Starts in November. All right, that's tournament trails on that.
Steve, we got lots and lots of tournaments.
We got lots of tournaments.
Just like to say one thing. Take care of the fish, old buddy, for ones that we don't get back in the water and get them back in there safe. We won't catch them next year. So just take care of the fish, and that's all I ask.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
right.
not my fish. They're not your fish, but just take care of them.
Yeah, do the best you can, guys. Keep them things alive. Keep them back in the water. Tim Irwin tournament. The boys and girls clubs. We call it the Tim Irwin tournament. It's sponsored by Food City. Tim runs the thing. It's May the 7th, Lenoir City, there at the canal. So you can get in on that. Then you got on May the 21st the St. Jude's tournament down here at Watts Bar Lake. All the proceeds go to the St. Jude's Hospital, and that's a good tournament there on all that. So
that's
got a lot of things coming up, going on, for sure. Man, there was something I meant to mention earlier. Let's see who we got. Hello.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got some people that want to tell their papa that they love them.
We love you, Papa. We love you, Papa. And you too, Steve.
All right, girls, thank you. Girls and boys, thank you. Mike, I think that's your grandkid.
Yeah, that's the grandkid.
You guys are doing good, looking good.
All right, thank you, Paul.
Have a good one.
All right, see you. Okay. Folks, like I said on the film there earlier, the other morning when I went by, I stopped down there and had me a nice breakfast at the Rome Street Grill and this, that, and the other. And I thank Edgemore Outdoors for having such a great selection of these baits, Bill.
Hey, son, he not only got a great selection of these baits, he got a great selection of every bait I believe it's made right now. I believe I could go. Hey, it's hard for me to go over and just spend a little time at 2 or 3 hours just to go through that.
I know.
Let me tell you the best thing I like about his store.
What's that,
when you
buddy?
go in there and you pull it out and you say, yeah, okay, that's blue or that's black. When you go up the road, that other store, you pick it up and you say, I don't know whether that's blue or that's black. You ain't got enough light to see what you're buying. You know, half the time you get home, I said, well, that ain't what I thought I was getting.
Yeah.
Jim's got it lit up.
You got it lit up nice.
Yes,
sir.
I like to be able to look things over because them different colors in them baits makes a difference.
Wife, we've been real good friends for a long time, and Jim, he tickled death to see me come.
Yeah, me too, because I always leave some money over there with him. Hey, Reynolds Racing Marine, I want to let y'all know now, the end of this month's going to do away with that factory discount on those side-by-sides. So if you're interested or thinking about looking at one, I think you need to go by there and see him and get the lowdown on this $750 cash factory discount. And it runs out the end of this month. So, and those are nice machines. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about them, but they sure do look sharp. I'll say that. Got a lot of features on them. So check that out. And then Glenn's also got some, the boats down there. Got a couple of new Bullet boats and got the Phoenix boats down there. There's 4 Phoenix boats down there, and man, they look nice. 3 19s and then a 21. So you can kind of take your pick on what you want there. One of them's got a 175, a 200, and a 225, and then a 250 on the 21. So you can, just go by there at Reynolds Racing Marine. That's South Harriman. Check it out. And but do remember the sale that they got on the.
I've had the opportunity to fish out of that one of them Phoenix there a couple of times. A friend of mine's got one of them, and I've been able to fish with him a couple of 3 times. And he's got one of them 21-foot Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
And son, I tell you what, it fishes just like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I agree with you, Bill. I agree with you 100%. So do get by there and check those boats out and the side-by-sides. If that's what you're looking for, give Glenn a chance to earn your business. Remember all the sponsors, folks. We couldn't do the show without them, by no means. Now, Bill, what's our plans for tomorrow?
Going fishing. Yeah. Hey, let's go fishing. We're going fishing
There
tomorrow.
you go.
I've been fishing all over myself here for the last day or two, buddy.
Oh, buddy, me and you both, Bill. Me and you both. That's that is a deal. Sounds
I'd
like
sure like to go crappie fishing tomorrow, but Steve made me pour my minnows out, and he won't let me buy no more.
Well,
yeah, I know what you mean. You're sure welcome to go with me and Steve here. For we sure looking forward to going tomorrow. This storm's supposed to move out. We're supposed to have pretty nice cloudy. It's supposed to be a little cloudy earlier, and then the sun coming out later on. But we don't mind that. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
This wind is in the
Yeah,
last
it's
few
supposed to be
days
light and variable.
It's really been bad. I'm not going to try to fish out there in this kind of weather.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Brad, how much time we got? Got 1 minute, folks. Want to wish everybody a happy Easter weekend and safe Easter weekend, and God bless you. We hope to be back next week and have you some good fishing, Phil.
Find a lot of them Easter eggs.
Find a lot of Easter eggs. That's exactly right.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge Candy Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge Candy and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Rodney and Kay Harback invite everyone to come on over to Rome Street Grill to experience a pleasant dining experience with them. Rodney knows how important it is to get folks back to work after lunch, so they have a speedy lunch at Rome Street Grill. They will get you in and get you out. Every day they have a special at lunch or order off the menu. So go visit the fine folks at Rome Street Grill. Call them at 865-285-6025. That's Rome Street Grill, across from Jerry Duncan Ford in Harriman. Call them at 865-285-6025.
Lake season's here. That means it's time for Bunch Marine's open house event, April 1st and 2nd. Come get the best deals of the year on new boats and accessories with special in-house financing. Save thousands during this limited time sale with over 130 boats in stock. Introducing the all-new Heyday. Catch some air with the first truly affordable wakeboard boat. Plus, see top-of-the-line world-class wakeboard boats from Nautique and all the brands for the family boaters and fishermen. Bunch Marine's open house event, April 1st and 2nd. Visit bunchmarine.com for more info.